Do it now. You know who you are. You feel it in your heart, and you're burning with ambition. But first, wait, won't get it on a plate. You're gonna have to work for it harder and harder. And I know, 'cause I've been there before, knocking on the doors with rejection. And you'll see, 'cause if it's meant to be, nothing can compare to deserving your dreams. It's amazing, all that you can do. It's amazing, makes my heart sing. Now it's up to you. Patience now, frustrations in the air, and people who don't care. Well, it's gonna get you down, and you'll fall. Yes, you will hit a wall, but get back on your feet, and you'll be stronger and smarter. And I know, 'cause I've been there before, knocking down the doors, won't take no for an answer. And you'll see, 'cause if it's meant to be, nothing can compare to deserving your dreams. It's amazing, all that you can do. It's amazing, makes my heart sing. Now it's up to you. Don't be modest, don't be afraid. Don't let your dreams slip away. It's an revelation, using your gift. Everybody has a gift. Never give up, never let down. Trust your instincts, notice them hungry. You've got more things to lose. So just go, just go, just go. It's amazing, all that you can do. It's amazing, makes my heart sing. Now it's up to you. It's amazing, all that you can do. It's amazing, makes my heart sing. Now it's up to you.
Right. Well, so let's see if this actually works this time. Hopefully, you guys are now seeing my GIMP window, or I'm sorry, my Art Rage window, and everything's going to go a little better this time. Hooray, that works, yay. Also, we have somebody in the chat room, so hello, chat person, hello. So I still haven't gotten my drive back, and I'm still working on trying to make some kind of sense out of making this whole thing work with trying to do chibi art and get it exported into a format that's actually usable, because right now I'm missing a drive and it's not working, and if I try to export an image file, it gives me this error. I'm also going to try and send a message to the Art Rage folks and see if they can actually give me some advice, but you know, that's a separate issue. In the meantime, I have a maybe vaguely not really clever workaround, and we'll see how it goes. Hey, Silver Java, and so today we're going to do a chibi. I've got a project I'm working on for an Adventure of the Month kind of thing. I've got a game called the Missing Ambassador that I'm putting together, and I want to have a chibi done for it, a little chibi token. I realized that I don't actually have any water elementals anywhere in my collection of anything, so I figured today I would do a water elemental. So here we go. Uh, Now, of course, I'm not super practiced at talking while I do the arts, but we'll see how it goes. And let's get some basic ideas down. And this is going to be completely from scratch as opposed to having an ink that I've already, a physical art that I've already inked and ported over into Art Rage because of scanning and all of that stuff. But, you know, what the heck, right? So, that's really dark. Oh, and I suppose I should play some music too, because that's a thing. Who wants music? I want music. Gem is my favorite go-to, but I think I need something a little bit more upbeat and energetic for... Yeah, hopefully this will work. Double check the levels. That's probably really low. Can't even hear that, right? Whoa! How's that? That's probably better. Maybe that's a little loud. There we go. How's that? Cool. All right. Let me know how the sound is, if it's too loud or whatever. Silver Java. I'd really appreciate that. I have no idea. So, you know, the classic kind of water elemental is this water wave. Thank you. Is this water wave thing that you just kind of see. You know, kind of a little wave of water that's, and like, that's okay, I guess, right? But that's also really kind of classic D&D. And I don't know. Like, that's a possibility. Another possibility is kind of the World of Warcraft. Oops. Is the World of Warcraft one where it's this kind of big kind of thing. It's got a little bit of water down there, but it is much more threatening, menacing, something that might be a little scary. I kind of like this idea a little bit. Of course, World of Warcraft has this. They have these big, you know, gauntlets, which are kind of cool, but meh. So, question is, what do I want to go with? And of course, I didn't, you know, study any or look at any images online for inspiration prior to this, which probably would have helped, but, you know, that's apparently not the way I'm rolling today, so. Whoops. Not that way. That way. Need to make that a little bigger, that way. Oh. Yeah. Comp sci work. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I should, this guy's kind of cool. I like him. He's a little more threatening than most of the rest of my chibi. Could maybe do better eyes. Oh, that's cute. See? See, that's much better. A little less threatening. A little bit better. I think I like that better than... Oops. Cancel. Like that. A little bit better than that. Like, that's... no, yeah. That goes away. Bye. Okay. Sometimes I'm merciless with my drawings. No, I hate you. You die. My wife, I'll occasionally, like, draw something and I'll hate it so much and be so frustrated that I'll just, like, crumple it up. I'll, stupid thing, and I'll throw it across the room. Right? And I feel, for me, it's a really great palette cleanser. It, like, helps me kind of reset and start over and maybe get some good, better art going. But, like, it's kind of horrifying to my wife. She's like, oh my god, what are you doing? It's your art! And I'm like, yeah, it's just a piece of paper that I sketched on for, like, 5 or 10 minutes, and it's awful. So, I feel like he needs a necklace. throw projects on a junk drive. Like, that's fantastic. Like a little thumb drive. That's fantastic. I don't throw things too often. Like, and most of the stuff I throw is kind of harmless. I think the worst thing, my worst crime was I threw a book once. And it's because I was mad at the book. I was reading it was a Star Wars book. And it, like, I was so invested. And then they killed off a character that was a major plot point. And I'm like, no! I was so mad. I threw the book across the room. Just, like, kind of unthinkingly, I was so mad. Like, that book stayed there for about a week behind the television. I was just, like, so mad. Finally, I went back and finished reading the book, but... Yeah, I like the necklace. Kind of, sort of. Feel like it should have a wave in it. Of course, it'll be so tiny nobody will ever see it, you know. But... This is a mix I've never heard before. It's a little... Backtour says, look out for the next in the series. Yeah. Like, didn't you think about, like, gosh darn it, there's more. Where's the more? I want more. I don't know. I feel like I've given it only 6 minutes. We'll give it a little more time. Hey, Shadowfrow. Welcome. Yes, it's about the small details. How's Japan treating you, Shadowfrow? Okay. That's actually a really good kind of rough sketch. Should probably clean this up a little bit. Yeah? More caffeine before typing. So it's what, 6 a.m. there? 7? 5? I don't have any bead on what the time difference is. $10:30? 10:30. So you're what is that? 5, 7 hours to 12, and then another 10 hours after that. So 17. You're 17 hours ahead of me. Jeez. It's a little hard for me to process that one. Like. Well, I'm Silver Devil. I'm on the West Coast, and it's 5. So it's 7 hours to 12. Oh wait, maybe I suck at math. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7. plus 10 more for 12 to make it from 12 to 10. So that's, yeah, that's 17 hours. Yeah, well, counting. Supposedly, I'm a professional at, accounting and stuff, so don't tell anybody that I might suck at math. All right. So that's a lovely, lovely little guy. Isn't he cute? Oh, I should clean up his hand. This hand needs help. It needs help! Oh, wrong layer. This layer should go away. Alright. Calc class. Oof. I started to take calculus in high school, and it was one of those, like, my granddad passed right in the middle or right at the beginning of the semester, and so it was this whole, like, okay, well, the family wants you to come out to Illinois. It's going to take, like, a week to handle everything. And the teacher was like, if you miss a week of calculus, you're going to have a hard time catching up. And I was like, you know what? I don't need calculus in high school. I think I'll pass. I think I'm ultimately glad that I did not finish taking calculus. That would have been. Ugh. I think I was that advanced in high school just to see how far I could get. Not that I actually wanted to do anything with calculus or other advanced math. And then later when I got to college and they were like, okay, well, you need to take math. We're going to give you trigonometry. I'm like, what on earth does art need trigonometry for? But, whatever. Water elementals don't need mouths, right? They just kind of burble at you. Yeah, I used to be in the quarter system in high school. It was rough. I mean, the only saving grace to that was that it was like daily. So yeah, quarter system. The classes were an hour and a half long, but at least you could be there every day. And if you missed a day, you could pretty easily catch up. I can't imagine like college. That'd be brutal. Miss a day, that's like missing a week. Counting dice and D&D stuff. It's funny. I found, at least when I was playing Warhammer, I found the easiest way. 1 hour 3 times a week. Well, it's not terrible, but oof. The biggest trick I ever found to save my head for counting dice and counting totals was counting tens, right? So, like, I memorized all of the combinations of 10. So, like, 2 and 8, 7 and 3, 9, obviously 9 and 1. All of that stuff to count up to 10. And then I would just count tens, right? 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I'd match up and pair all of the tens together. And then, like, whatever's left over, I would add those up. And then it'd be, 30 and, made it easy. Okay, so that hand's good. That base is good. This hand is good. It's a little claw-y, but we'll round that out. This arm needs to be sorted. Actually, make it like that. See, this is a great song. I like this version. So that's a really great question. Normally, we had been getting in pretty regularly every year, and I guess the secret's out, so I guess it's okay to talk about. So, unbeknownst to us, for a while, they had created this list of, I guess you might say, pre-approved people for Artist Alley, and like they didn't ask us if we wanted to be on this list. They didn't like, they just kind of informed us, by the way, you're on this list, and if you apply, we're going to approve you, and it'll be like you'll have a spot because you're really good, you never cause any problems, you follow all the rules, you support all of the other artists, like you're really good people. And we're like, cool, thanks. Why did you need to tell us? Whatever. Okay, fine. Like, and we still send our applications in every year, as if we wouldn't get pre-approved. But this year they're like, yes, this list of people has been exposed and everybody now knows, and so we disbanded the list, and because of that, you're actually on the wait list. So no. We're like, wait, what? So like, we're being punished, we're getting set back and forced to a separate group and being forced into the wait list because somebody else decided something for us and we didn't have any say in the matter. So yeah, it's like, so we may or may not get in. We're really kind of pissed about it, and we'll just have to see. Kat really still wants to go, just to go, so that's probably going to be a thing. But the crappy part is, like, we already have all of our supplies, made all of our purchases. Like, we're ready to sell, and like now we don't have a venue to sell at, so it sucks. Yeah, so we're a little pissed. But what do you do? Like, wave our fist, scream and yell, cry a little bit. But like, what's that actually going to get us, other than people mad? So I don't know. It's crappy, but it is what it is. So oops, wrong layer. Yeah, black market hotel room. There you go. Yeah, no, we're totally selling. Actually, there might be a small chance that we could do something at the bazaar, but like, even that, it's only a couple of hours, and most of the people there are looking for collectibles, not actually art or whatever. So that kind of sucks. Sucks, I tell you. Anyway, this is the water elemental water. Mini artist Sally across the street. There you go. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, they're like, oh yeah, no, sorry, it sucks to be you, but we're like, but we didn't even choose this. This is not a thing that we had any power or control over, and we're getting whacked for it. So, and like, I can understand how people who are pissed off about it are like, and the other thing is, we actually received a notice that said, okay, you've been accepted for Artist Alley, everything's fine, go ahead and go, or like, you will be accepted, or something like that. Cal was managing that side of it, but like, so we were set and ready to go, and then we get a notice that we're on the list, on the wait list. So we're like, guys, seriously, what the fuck? So that's a terrible line. Yeah, I don't mind the jury system. I think that the jury system was fine, and like, because it made it really clear what, like, kind of, like, it is. I personally prefer the jury system way more than first come first serve, because like, if you're in a first come first serve system, then you're going to get all of the college students, all of the people who have, a little extra time on their hand or can clear their schedule. It's going to preference all of the people who have really good internet connections. You know, I mean, it's like it's got all of these conditions that really kind of hurt a whole group of people, and it's not fair to you know, professionals who like I have work, so I can't do it. Like, you know, oh, you have to be online and ready to go at 10 something a.m. on a Tuesday. So, like it's crap, right? So, and then because you know everybody doesn't know, and it's all about that like you got to be online to sign up. Then you've got all of these people who are like, well, I'm just going to sign up and get a table, and then I'll sort out if I can actually go later. And then they end up not going, and you end up with half a convention hall empty, like freaking yeah, like freaking classes, like um, uh, SAC anime. You know, half the time when they have more than half the time, it just seems like a third of the room is completely tableless and empty, and it's you know it's ridiculous. Like SAC anime is a good show; it has a good population. It should not be facing you know 50% attendance or you know 70% attendance from the artists. You know when we did the there's something wrong with this taper length. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, that's better. Um. Anyway, like they should not be having a problem filling up tables, you know. And when they had the indie table last summer, like that worked really well because all of those people were like super dedicated. We're you know we're all like, yeah, no, we're here for the duration. We're here to fill these tables out. Doesn't matter. Um, so and like I said, I can understand why people would be all super pissed off. Like if I was one of the juried people, and I didn't get in, and then I found out that you know there's a certain group, certain population that are basically pre-selected, like always get in, like I'd be freaking pissed. But I think that if on the other hand they played that, if they did that up front and they were just like, you know, if you have um, you know, showed here before, you will get, you know, a bonus, or you will be considered first for the tables in Artist Alley. Like you know, it'll weight you more to be accepted. Like that makes sense. You've shown before. You know that there's not a problem. You know, um, I don't know. Yeah, grandfathering people in. Like I mean, it shouldn't be 100% guaranteed. Um, Kraken does that. KrakenCon does that, and it's not terrible, but it's not awful either. Like it's not perfect either. You know, you've got a bunch of people that are like, yes, we have been here since the very beginning, and we you know like okay, cool, good job. Like some mad respect there for sticking with this show for more than a couple of you know years, but you know, and if any of those grandfathered people, like if they miss a year, if they skip a year or whatever, then they're out of that pool. So okay, cool. I don't know. It's a problem, and you know I don't run the show, so all I can do is complain, pontificate. Anyway, you know what I should do? There's a thing I should do. It's called save the goddamn file. Something I don't do enough of. All right. Yes, yes. Drink more tea. Save. Um. Yeah. It's my worst habit. Like I don't save enough. Like it usually isn't a problem because I've got a pretty stable system, but save like it's Skyrim. Skyrim is a game I have never played. I've seen it played. All right, Silver Javel. Clearly, you know who we are. I don't know who you are by your handle, so I apologize. Yeah. Um, yeah. Lately, I've been playing a lot of MechWarrior. And if you page through the rest of my video clips, you might see a couple of MechWarrior online clips. That's another thing I stream from time to time. Should clean that line up. Yeah, there are a few things that you can do about that. Like, you end up gripping. Like when I first started playing MechWarrior, I was also having a problem where I like grip the mouse too hard to try and get that perfect shot in. Turn your mouse acceleration down in the game. There's a setting that you can turn your mouse acceleration. If you turn it way down, your reticle will actually stick on your target a lot better. Like the unit I'm with is I don't know. There's some of them. There's a lot of older people who play in my unit. There's some younger people too, but it's mostly 35 to 70. There's some people over in the group that's probably even older than that, but I don't know. Like for the most part, they're pretty good folks. Nope. Yeah, tremor's a thing. Tremor's a thing. Mine. I actually have one too, but it mostly comes out when I'm like super stressed or super hungry. So usually it's not a problem, but eventually I'll be an old guy and I'll be drawing lines like this. I don't know if either of you have ever seen any of the original art from Charles Schultz Museum, or the old Peanuts art. But like I went to the cartoon art museum that was in San Francisco some years ago, and they had an original Peanuts cartoon hand drawn up on the wall, and I'm not joking. The thing was 4 feet across, 3 feet across. Had to be 3 feet across at least. It was gigantic, and it was clear looking at the art that he did it that way because his tremor was so bad that like his lines, I'm not joking, were like this, right? And he used a marker to make really thick lines, and because they shrunk it down so much, that tremor just vanished. But it was like one of those like holy crap things you never knew. Of course, now after the Santa Rosa fires, a lot of that original art is gone, lost forever, because the Schultz Museum. I'm sorry, not the Schultz Museum. The Schultz's house, his widow's house, burned, and with it a lot of art. So sad face. Yeah, his home. Yeah, it like when we found out, we were just like, "Oh, that sucks." Like, we're really glad that the Schultz Museum didn't burn, but the house itself, like, gone. And God knows how much or what kind of art is in there. But like thinking about it, just like the amount of my art that's just stashed into the corners of this house, like, and I've only been at this for 30 years. And not even consistently or professionally, the amount of art that I have stashed here, and then just like the amount of art he has to have stashed, like holy crap, like that's got to be awful. I can't even imagine. What do you do? I screwed that up, didn't I? Yes, I did. But, you know, fires. What do you do? Yeah, yeah. Make more art. Make more art. Do your thing. Be creative. Do the thing. I forgot. I was for a couple of years there. Like my theme song was "Gems." It's amazing. And I just like at the beginning of this year, I remembered how much I love that song and how much it means to me. So I wanna start playing it more for myself. So I think it'll preface the beginning of my stream every time. My own little theme song. Call Smokey. Smokey's for forest fires, not house fires. No, it's useless. Go away. Oops. Sometimes smoothing is fantastic, and sometimes it sucks. Like, nice, right? Bonk. Nope. I am not going. This is the moment where I go, do I need to fix that circle? Yes, I really need to fix that circle. Am I going to fix that circle? No, I'm going to let that circle be, because when you actually see it, it's going to be like that. So, screw it. Okay, now I'm going to fix it. Oh, it bothers me. Oh, it bothers me so much. Nope. Better. Better. Yeah, I had. What is the final product? This is it's going to be one of my chibi tokens. So if you go to here, let me actually do this. Yoink. La la la, because you know I have to share, right? Patreon, Aleric. Do 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 do. La la la. If I go down to let's see here. These guys. See? Cute little chibi guys. They're going to be small and chibi-y. But the art is very squished down and tiny because they don't need to be big. So this is actually about twice the size of what they tend to be. Yeah, I really like having these cute chibis, and there's a little bit of a story around it. Like, I actually started doing them for Roll20, where we were gaming over at Roll20, and they were like, or you know, I was reading through Roll20, and they're like, oh yeah, we have this marketplace where we can sell your art if you want to do tokens. You know, it'll be, you know, you can sell them, you can set your price or whatever, and everything will be happy. You'll sell tokens, we'll make money. Your art will be out there more. And I'm like, oh, this is effing sweet. Let's do this, right? So then I submitted a few tokens for them to review, and they're like, yeah, no, nobody wants really cute anything for these games. Like, we're not, like, they'll never sell. You shouldn't do it. You should feel bad about yourself. Like, they didn't say that, but they were like, nobody wants cute monsters, so we're not gonna carry them. And I'm like, oh, you guys suck. So I was like, screw you guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and make more chibi and make them more better. And if people like them, awesome. And if they don't like them, that's fine. And you know what? F you guys. I'm gonna give them away for free. Yes, they're wrong. Like, every time I show these tokens to people, they're like, oh, this is the best thing ever! Ah! And I'm like, well, thanks, dude. I'm glad you like them. So I actually make them at a large enough size that you should be able to print them and, like, physically print paper ones if you wanted to, so that they're not... Yeah, I know, right? Formulaic. Or top down. Like, that's the other thing. Anyway, so they're actually big enough, the images are big enough that if you print them out, they're not going to come out terrible and super pixelated, and be more or less the right size. But, I have the original art for most of them, so it should be okay if later I decide to actually make actual tokens, maybe do a Kickstarter or something, I don't know. But that seems like way more than I want to do with this. But yeah. Dude needs a little bit more water texture. But yeah, I like the idea of just like super cute chibi monsters that are about to eat your face off in a dungeon. Unfortunately, I started out this stream talking about how I'm missing a hard drive, and kind of the problem. Save again, by the way. Save painting. Part of the problem is, like, the way that this should work is I should be able to export the image file to a to PSD and then pick it up in GIMP for me to be able to do the rest of the work after I'm done painting it. But because I'm missing a drive, it won't let me export it. It throws this error, so it just irritates me. So I have to, like, I'm going to try a workaround and see if I can make the workaround work. So it is. I think it's an invalid file path. I think that's what the root cause of it is. But like, I've tried uninstalling, reinstalling. I've tried everything I can think of to make it work. And I think because Art Rage is actually a relatively small, low-end product, like right now when I bought it, it was only $45 for the whole thing, and now it's like up to 70-ish or something like that. But because it's a small studio, it doesn't have all of the support to do all of the bells and whistles. So I need to ask them how to fix this problem, or get my drive back. So, like, it can't get out of the loop logic of, oh, you have an invalid file path, so... like, if it was an invalid file path and the drive was still there, I think it would be fine. But it's an invalid file path with a missing drive, and it can't look past the fact that it's trying to find the drive. That isn't there. Let's see here. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's so fluffy. All right. More like wet. Drippy. He's so drippy. Yeah, that would suck. Having to open the... Eesh. Yeah, you know, the thing is that it's a drive that was starting to go bad. So I was using it as a secondary drive, and I hadn't moved all of the stuff off of it yet. So my father-in-law actually has the drive, and he's fixed it once before, and allowed me to use it again. And I thought, okay, well, I need to get the stuff off of it, and then I never got around to it, or started to and didn't quite do it. But so as soon as I get it back this time, I'm gonna just like see what I can do to make everything work and look at the right place and not save it on that drive. And then I will be happy because, like, I currently have all of like 12 chibi tokens sitting on this computer right now, and there's something like over 100 sitting on that other drive just waiting to be posted. So, yeah. Alright, save again. Save. Save painting. No sketches. Yeah, you know what? There's something I don't like. I don't like this. There we go. Yeah, that's better. All right, time for colors. Save. Yeah, yikes. Yeah, I feel terrible because like I have all of these things that like I kept working on them for various games and various things, and then never. I was like, I'm gonna post these, and then never get to them. I'm gonna post them, and then never get to them. So I am a bad social media person. Mental color. Okay. And because I'm smart, totally smart, smarties make smart, I'm gonna log that one. No. All right. Yes. Log all. Yes. Okay. Okie dokie. Now for the fun part. 500 gigabytes of data. Jai. Yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm sorry. That sucks. I feel like that there's no really good answer to, no really good answer to dealing with data loss like that. Like, you could go with an online service and pay a bunch of money, but what happens when that service goes away, you know? Or you could set up a second drive, but like, what if that drive dies? Like, a secondary drive has just as much chance of failure as a primary drive, as is evidenced by my own current struggles. You know, also as time passes, you know, that technology gets outdated. For the longest time, I was storing stuff on Jazz drives. I had a Jazz drive that I was 1 gigabyte Jazz drive, you know. And then the technology changed, and I wasn't aware of it at the time. And all of a sudden, I'm like, hey, I want to get this file off my Jazz drive, or Jazz disk, and the Jazz drive itself is toast. Nobody I knew had a Jazz drive, and like, it's a whole bunch of data is gone forever because I don't know what to do with a Jazz drive. How to fix it, get it running again. I mean, ultimately, in the long run, it wasn't a total loss because, well, it was a total loss, but it wasn't terrible because it represented a bunch of work in a medium that, like, I look back and I'm like, I don't ever know why I ever was interested in 3D animation and 3D modeling and all of that stuff because, oof, not for me. Of course, the technology moves so quickly through that period, like, yeah. Loading auto clean. No, 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 that's all. Alright. The thing about this phase of the painting is that this is the phase of the painting that I'm least familiar with. I feel like I suck at colors, and I don't have a really great grasp of them, and trying to get it to work right, quote unquote, is always a challenge for me. Ah! No loading. Yeah, see, that's the wrong tool, because see all of this, all of this, that is an effect I do not want. It's no good. Cat just tried to eat my donut. Kitties. Let's get a little bit brighter on here. His past home gave him Twinkies? Oh my god. Ugh, poor kitty. Like, that's actually awful. Like, we will give our cats, very rarely we will give our cats little tiny bits of, like, waffle. And I'm talking, like smaller than a dime. Like, tiny amounts of waffle. And we only do that because the one cat is like, I love bread. Bread is the bestest thing ever. You know? So, like, he will actually, he's been known to steal muffins, like, off of your desk while you're not looking. He would steal, just straight up steal a muffin. And we're like, no, kitty, don't. That's so bad for you. The other kitten is, or our new kitten is not that terrible, but yeah. See, that's not tat. That's okay. Like a little crumb or a little piece of something. Yeah, okay, sure, but wow. Like, I feel guilty every time I'm like, yes, okay, you can have a piece of bread. I feel terrible for giving you the bread, but you love it so. Oh, I have to share with you guys. All right. Yes, this is it's sharing time. My wife, I was asleep last night, and we have a new kitten, and my wife decided to take a photo of me. Isn't that cute? Isn't that just stupid adorable? Aw, pretty cute kitty. She's all sleepy. Anyway. Do. Anyway. Yes, so the kitten likes to sleep with me. She's very, very cuddly. The cuddliest kitty I've had in a long time. Yeah, I had a cat that perched on my shoulders. She was Shoulder Cat. Shoulder Cat was just the best. I loved her to death. Aw. Shoulder Cat passed. She got old and passed like old cats do, but she is not forgotten. Beautiful, beautiful Shoulder Cat. So I just realized I'm going to have a problem with some of these drips. or in my drawers. No, our kitten Akimi, she has a crate that she loves. It's in the bedroom, and it's up by the underneath all of the in the closet, underneath all of the hanging clothes, and she'll just curl up there. She was there all night last night, despite it being freaking cold. Um, Sometimes she comes and sleeps with us, in the bed, and that's actually pretty okay. You should have a nice dark core. Oof, that's a line. Yeah, so when I zoom out, I'm trying to see what looks bad, and I see this line right along here. I think that's a pretty big shift, sudden shift in color, so I need to blend this a little bit better. Because the ones we put out for them weren't good enough. Yeah, yeah. So, our older cat, he is very much like, I don't sleep on the bed. I don't hang out anywhere near you. He's got his spot in the closet window, or in the office window, and that's where he hangs out. Like that's where he sleeps, and he'll sleep there day, night, anytime. Um, but the younger cat, she's a lot more like, oh, you're curling up. Happy time to curl up. So, like, um, she does a lot of, like, she's learned that curling up underneath the blanket with us is really super warm. Why aren't you blending? Why aren't you blending? There we go. We're cheating again. But then like last night she didn't sleep. She slept in the crate. And so when I get up in the morning and turn off my alarm, like she comes over and she's just like, "Oh, you're awake. Time to keep me warm, right?" So I'm like, "Okay, kitty, here I'll give you a little space under the bed or under the blankets. Go ahead and curl up." "Oh, your ears are so cold. Oh my god, kitty, you're so cold." And she's like all bundled up and tiny, and she's like, "Oh, I'm freezing," right? And I'm like, "Oh." So I put my hands on her because my hands are ridiculously warm, and like you just feel her relax, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. How am I supposed to go to work now?" Ugh. Okay. Yeah, it was hard this morning. Like, I'm gonna go to work. No, you're not. But Kitty, I have to go to work. Kitty's like, nope. You are now here to keep me warm, and you will feel guilty for getting up. No. I think the water elemental has green eyes. Like, sea green eyes. What do you think? I like. Yeah. This needs to be whiter. More white, I say. It's a pretty good mix. I thought this was kind of like when I first started out this music mix. I was like, yeah. Glad I stuck with it because I like it now. It's a little better. Seafoam mustache. No! Don't make me do it. No! I have to show you guys. Where is it? No, not there. I did, I also do tokens for my gaming group, right? So, let's see here. Games. Let's see here, what was it? Can't even remember right now. What am I doing? Pathfinder. Duh. Level 16. Yeah, here we go. So we had this guy. He decided, one of our players decided to play a snake. And Snake was like, yes, but I'm a snake, but I need to disguise myself as a human. So, like, had a mask of disguise, but we decided that the mask of disguise was only a mustache, and all you had to do was put the mustache on, and everybody was like, "Oh, look, it's a person!" Totally get it. So yes, Snake has mustache. So yes, it was ridiculously adorable and a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. Should have had that character more. But that was just a quick little game. Okay. The thing about this Art Rage program is a lot of the paint tools are all about how much paint is already on the canvas and how much you're bringing to it, and then how much it picks up off of the canvas and carries to other portions. Second Ed D&D character generator. What? Nobody plays second edition anymore. Okay, green eyes. Needs to be bluish green. Sea foam green. Green, more like something darkish. I'm trying to think of the color of the sea. That's probably good. Okay. Okay, so that's nice and dark. I'll make this tiny, yes. That's too bright. Let's do this. That's the only addition. Yeah, actually, I was thinking about converting over to. We played a 5th Ed recently. Hey, Kulkan. Yeah, we recently played a 5th Ed game, and it went really well. I was really impressed. Like, none of us really knew how to play, not really, but we did good. It was good. Had fun. So. I'm a druid. Welcome to my stream, Kulkan. I am almost done with this stream. We're getting close to the end. We're making a water elemental, chibi water elemental. See, he's all chibi and watery and stuff. But like, you know, it may be a little while longer. I mean, I've only been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes, so it's all good. Throw out the rules, really? No, he's not made of pine tar. He's made of water and sea foam because he's a water elemental. I should make the brush bigger. No, this is not. Why would it be Aaron? It's a water elemental. You're just here to troll my feed, Colcon. I understand how it's going. You're just like, hey, what's up? Scott Aleric's streaming, so... Oh, that I don't know. I actually don't know. I asked Silver Joggle, who... Like, I'm saying, I don't know who you are, I'm sorry. I don't think it's Aaron. See? It's not Aaron. See? Jeff. This is where I pretend I know exactly which Jeff we're talking about now. Oh, that was probably the end of the... yeah, it was the end of the album. Okay, what kind of music do we get to play now? Not that. How about... special Nightcore mix for Nightcore Freak Show. Hands Up versus Italo Dance. That sounds interesting. How about that? Alright. Not terrible so far. Okay. Okay. Nope, not that one. Do some fixing. Some fixing. Nope. There we go. Glorious thunder. There you go. So, Kulcon, how was Dendricon? Cricket. Too big. Better. No. Wrong layer. That layer is locked. Silly Scott. Unlock. By the way, save the painting. Just so you know, save the painting. In case you forgot. It's going to be like my refrain. Save the painting! Pen. Pen needs to be 5%. And Where else? Okay. So now we need to do a review of the entire perimeter of the drawing to make sure there aren't any gaps because of the next step. Like maybe that gap. Do 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 do. Do do do. That's good. That's all good. That's close, but we'll click that up. Do 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 do. Oh oh oh. Definitely you. Definitely you. That's good. These. Okay. So we're actually pretty good. Oh, I forgot the gold. Silly me. Gold. Do do do. Do do do. Oh, that's way too big. How about 5? How about 4? Not 5, 4. 4, I say. Thank you. Ah, wrong layer. Lock. Save the file. Okay. Correct layer. I should probably just do the gold on another layer, because that will take a long time. And I could do it faster if I don't, oops, do that. Alright, we'll just do a quick layer. Layer. See, much easier, much easier. And this is why digital art is so much superior, or one of the many reasons, to non-digital art. Traditional art, I'd be like, oh my god, I just ruined my painting! Ah. I don't know why I'm erasing this, because I'm going to have to do another layer, and I'm probably going to have to erase those too. So stop it. Stop wasting time. Gold. Need some happy gold. Make it 2. Cool. Then bit of highlights. Extreme highlights. Wow, that's a little too extreme. Let's try that again. Extreme highlights. There. That's not extreme enough. Lame. Come on, Scott. You can do this. Somewhere in between the extreme and not extreme enough. Maybe that. That's good. Extreme highlights! There we go. Now, don't ask me why a water elemental has a hunk of earth and metal around his neck, because, you know, like, why would that ever happen? But you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. Yes, pimp my foam. Yo, dog, I heard you like gold. Aren't you? There we go. A little blendy, blendy, blendy. Alright. The erasins. Erase, erase, erase. Erase, erase. Erase, erase. Any other erases? Erase, erase. Erase. Right there. That's good. Okay. Not terrible. Alright, save. Save the file. Okay, now comes the fun part. Oh, no, wait. Yes. Yes, now comes the fun part. I carry other elements. Yeah, you know, like I was like, maybe he's the king of elementals. Okay, so this is where we get tricky and clever with not being able to drop my equipment on the floor. Let's see here. I need that to be 100. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is, so this little error is why we need to do the thing, do what we're about to do. But before I do that thing, I want to save this somewhere so that I can save it. So hold on a minute while I type things and click things, click other things, and not that. Edit, copy. Oh, I mean, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? We'll just get it later. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to screenshot this image. Gray border and everything. And then we're going to come over to GIMP, and we're going to paste it there. Clever, right? I know. I'm stupid clever. The cool part is that I don't have to save... Oh, wait. Is that going to work? This might work. Anyway, I don't have to save the file as a Photoshop file for GIMP to then pick up and try and use. So, to new layer, and then now comes the hard part. So we're going to... that's not going to work. It's not going to work. Not going to work. God dang it. Okay. Let's start that over again. First of all, so this is why it's not going to work. The reason why is because what I was doing was I would do this. Well, first let me merge this. Merge, layer down. Okay. Now his bling is on his bling. See? Blingy. It's all blingerific. Okay, so what I was planning on doing in GIMP, because that's where it works a little better, is select the wand, select that, and then turn, well, let me add this, and add that, and then turn the color back on, and then I will delete that out. So the cool part is that it then immediately erases the entire edge. The downside is that it leaves this really narrow blue edge here. That's kind of annoying to me because, you know, annoying. Now, I probably shouldn't get terribly annoyed because when I shrink this guy down, it'll vanish, but it bothers me. But, okay, so screenshotting again. Where's my screenshot? Snipping tool, and get at least close to it. Okay, try that again over, where are we? This one. We're going to delete that, paste that. Looks good to me. We're going to layer 2 image size, and then there goes the gray border. I'm actually not going to worry about that stupid blue line. And we're going to file and save this. File, export as PSD. This needs to be, where does this need to be? Work projects, chibi tokens. This is water. This is elementals. We'll just call this elementals. Elementals.psd. Okay. Now, the next thing that I have to new layer. So that's good. We're gonna export to elementals again. Okay. Question is, yeah, see, now I have to get rid of the white and turn that into an alpha channel. So I'm gonna do that. And now we're actually gonna get rid of that little blue line because you can see it's still there because reasons. Like, see it's there and it bothers me. But I can I can select, I can grow by 1, and then it eats up that blue edge. It makes me happier. Although, I forgot. Let me zoom out a little bit. I need to add these. This one and that one. Okay. Select, grow, 1, okay. Delete. And there, happy alpha channel. All right, file. Export to elementals. And now we need to shrink him. Well, since this is a normal one, he needs to be... I have a happy chart. Where's my happy chart? GB map tracking. He needs to be sizes. Original art. Art size. So he's going to be a medium-sized creature, so he's going to be 70 pixels across. He needs to be 140. So image, scale image. Actually, before I do that, let's do this file. Export as. Go to colors. We're going to save this as water elemental 1. Okay, and then we're going to, now that he's that, and I think I just saved him as a PSD, didn't I? Didn't I? Yeah. I did. I also misspelled it. Look at that. Export as. First thing we're going to do is delete that. Apparently can't delete that. Elemental. It should be a ng. Export. Okay. Now I'm going to file, open, colors. We're going to maybe delete this one. Nope, still can't delete it there. That's right. I'm going to open that one there. Don't need that. We now have this here because this is the PNG file. This is the one we're going to shrink. Image, scale image, 140, scale. Boom! He's tiny. So tiny. So tiny. Alright. Now, export as finals. And he should be a water elemental 1 PNG. Export. Ta-da! Oh, wait. Export. Ta-da! Done. So there we go. We now have a standard size water elemental token, and it only took me roughly about an hour and 15 minutes, all told, to get this all the way done. So congratulations, yay me! Alright. Now I need to add him to my list of things. Chibi critters. See, here's how I know that I have like over 100 critters. So this is 160 different tokens that I've created over the years. Some of them have not been fully done, like I've sketched a bunch here, these guys. Some of them I have not painted, these guys here. So all of these I have not shared because I am a terrible human being. So that's a thing. Anyway. Elemental should probably be under water elemental DE insert 1. He has been drawn. He has been... There is no scanning. He's been painted. He's been exported. He's been shrunk. He has not been shared. His paint file is... I'm not worried about that later. Elementals. Elementals. And... Hey. Cool. I now have a water elemental that I can share soon. Soon. Save this file. Save painting. Close that guy. Close this guy. Wait. Export. Export. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Goodness gracious. Oh, numbers. Math. Where's my other one? There you are. Alright, guys. So that's actually it for today. I'm going to go and do some other stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm going to export this to my YouTube, and I may actually make a speedy result out of it, and see how it goes. Otherwise, I hope you all have a great day. Kolkan, Silver Javel, and Shadowfrau. Cheers, everybody.